welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. We talk women's tennis with one of our new coaches at Memphis, Assistant Ryan Haymond. And Coach, so far, you've been in Memphis for a little bit, but how are you enjoying the university so far?
I'm loving it so far. It's been a great transition for me and my family, and I'm just having a great time with it. Everybody's been real friendly. It's been a fun experience, and I'm looking forward to sticking around as long as possible. So
we'll talk a little bit about your background in a moment. Let's talk about the team. I know coming off a tough loss to Princeton 4-3 out of the Ivy League, and the Ivy League schools we know are always pretty good at those sports.
Yeah. No, Princeton definitely is a good team. I'd say we're pretty close to them in the rankings. We had a very close match with them, like you said, 4-3. It came down to we had kind of one match that went to 3 sets, and we ended up losing that. So we were just 1 set away from really coming out on top there. It was a good performance, and they were a good team though. So.
Hoping this weekend, trying to get that match in with Columbia here in Memphis, so you stay in the same league.
Yeah, exactly, and they're a good team, and they're a little bit above us in the rankings, and so if we could figure out a way to beat them, that would certainly be a great win. But yeah, we'll face them this Saturday, and we'll look forward to that challenge as well.
Stay at home next week, and you're gonna go back into the Big Ten as Penn State will come down.
Yep, and Penn State's a great team. We will play them next Wednesday. I don't know a whole lot about them. I think Hayden knows a bit more, but yeah, no, that'll be another good match, and I think they're probably a very close team to us, very comparable team.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your background, being one of the new assistants coming in with Hayden this year as the new head coach, and you spent a lot of time in Memphis, so you're familiar with the players here. But let's go back into the background a little bit. Originally out of California, you ended up going to Austin, Texas to play tennis for the Longhorns.
Right. I'm from Bakersfield, California, just outside of Los Angeles, and grew up there, born and raised there, and then decided to move to Texas and go play for the Longhorns there in Austin. Enjoyed my time there. I spent another 4 years after school just teaching tennis there, working at a local club. Met my wife there. She's from Memphis though, and so that's why I'm here. So it's funny when I tell people, "Oh, why'd you move to Memphis?" Well, I said my wife, and that's all they need to hear. But no, I'm enjoying my time here. I've been here for about 7 years. I guess it'll be 7 years next month.
Yeah.
So I've been locally teaching at some clubs here in town, and so that was how I ended up here.
Now, you're not just a former tennis player at Texas. You're one of the best. I mean, you really specialize in doubles, and I believe you're still in the top 10 all-time doubles at Texas.
Yeah, I had a pretty good career there. I did do a little bit better in doubles, and that's always kind of, I think, my strength. It's been on the doubles side of things. Yeah, played there, played a couple tournaments professionally afterwards, and then kind of quickly got into just teaching. But yeah, I enjoyed my time there, and I think the doubles mentality I think I can bring, and that really helps with our team here as well. So I think we could definitely improve in the doubles area, so hopefully I can help out.
Still a little modest there. You talked about playing a little bit professionally. I don't know if a lot of people know. In 2011, part of a men's doubles team that was ranked number 1. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, went a couple years back and with a buddy of mine who I played with at Texas, and we went. Actually, they hold the national championships back in Austin, believe it or not, for the men's 30 and over category, and we came out on top. So that was a great accomplishment. I'm very proud of that. So.
You mentioned moving to Memphis, so you've been to a couple of places here in Memphis. You started off as the director of junior tennis at Memphis Country Club. Then you went to the director of tennis at Germantown Country Club before you came to Memphis. So that's really a good transition. You've seen a lot of the high school players, junior high players probably around Memphis now as they start to lead up the ones that are good enough to play college. So that's going to be good recruiting for you because you probably have a good base of being familiar with these kids.
Yeah, I definitely think that helps. I spent 5 years over at Memphis Country Club working with the kids there, and you kind of get involved with knowing the local layout as far as the juniors go. And so I definitely kind of knew some of the top kids that were coming up through the city, and we've got a couple young girls that we're looking at right now who are some of the best girls in town. And so, yeah, I definitely think my background here helps, and just kind of know the lay of the land a little bit.
All right, Coach, and finally, you mentioned it earlier. You met your wife, Lizzie, and she's a Memphis native, so that got you back to Memphis. You meet her down at Texas?
We met down in Austin, yeah. She was working she's actually was friends. We met through mutual friends there, and she went down there and started working. She went to North Carolina, and moved to Austin afterwards. So we met, and then we wanted. Neither of us had family there, so we wanted to kind of get back to where one of our families were. So we chose Memphis, and so it's been a great fit. And she's a tennis player as well, so we get out and play a little bit of tennis. We've played some mixed doubles tournaments together, and so it's been a real joy.
That's good. So you can come home and talk about the matches without her having to tell you, I don't want to hear about it.
She
So
relates.
she's into it.
She understands it.
Yeah.
When I can come home and tell her how a match went or how practice went, she gets it. And her dad actually was a teaching pro at Memphis Country Club a long time ago as well. So she comes from a long line of tennis players, and she gets it. And so it was kind of we didn't even meet through tennis. It just was lucky circumstances. So,
Coach, as we wrap things up now, you're here in your first year. Of course, Hayden's first year too. You take over a successful program. That had to be one of the big things to lure you here, and you take over a program that it didn't hit a peak, and then a coach left because there wasn't anything left in the cupboard. You guys are taking over and hoping to continue to push forward and improve on what was built here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Lee did a great job with the program in the past, and he was somebody that grew up here and understood the city and just did a really fine job. And I know everybody was real happy with him. So I know I'm sure everybody was sad to see him go, but yeah, we came in and we're just hoped to keep things going the way they were. So we have some challenges ahead, and we've done I think a good job on the recruiting trail so far, and I think we're very excited about the future of the Memphis Tiger tennis program. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Coach, best of luck this weekend and
Thank
next
you.
week and the rest of the season.
Appreciate it very
Glad
much.
to have you here.
Thank you so much.
That is Ryan Haymond with women's tennis at the University of Memphis. I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.